Today I'm going to be talking about a trade I took on the ES using order flow. Maya here is going to be asking questions about my trade.
Hey guys.
Okay, so for a bit of context here, my main level I was looking at was the 6900s today, as this was an area of supply from a few weeks back, and the price rallied above it. And the price rallied above into this area of supply, also breaking this resistance area here.
What supply?
Also breaking this, sorry, this high, like sweeping that high and then selling off right there.
So how did you mark this level out? What were you looking for?
Well, over here on this was a few weeks back, we could see that the price had a tough time breaking above the 6900s. Every time we tried to break above, it would sell off. We tested it here, 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 and swept it here, then had a big sell off from that. And then on the 4 hour, I believe, time frame, if we zoom into that, you can see how it has a basing candle and then dumped pretty aggressively. And so today at the open, we rallied pretty strong right into the supply zone. And on this rally here at the 60, 80, 85s, at the 6, 8, 85s, there was a big buyer here that we can see on the order flow if I pull this over. On this rally, there was a 400 lot buyer that inflated price all the way up into that supply zone. And what this looks like on a delta profile is there's a big blue bar. You can see it significantly bigger than all the other bars. It just means a very large positive delta here. And you can also see it by that blue bubble, green bubble, which means aggressive buying, which pushed it up all the way to the 6900s.
So all those red and blue lines, that's the volume profile?
That's the delta profile, yeah.
Delta profile. What's the difference between delta profile and volume profile?
Well, the volume profile shows all the volume transacted at that price. This is just the delta at that price.
Cool.
And so with this context of this large buyer here at the 6885s, once I saw us reject off supply and we broke below that, breaking this buyer here with aggressive selling, which we can also see right here, 506 lots, 553 lots right at the 6885s, causing a drop from that.
You're pointing at it? Are you pointing it from me? Or?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm showing you.
I can see your like little mousy cursor.
Yeah, so I was got aggressive here, pushed it below this large positive buy delta.
Yeah.
And then retested it here and sold off.
Easy.
And so this area is now controlled by sellers. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And now what I was looking for was the context here was we had a gap up. If I bring up my actual chart, I trade off.
Is that the gap you showed me this morning?
It is, yes. This gap here, this is just from both the New York trading session close and open. There was a gap in price. You see that there?
Yeah, yeah.
And that gap tends to get filled most days. And so with that, and with this now us below this seller, what I was looking for was I pop into this for sellers to appear again to go short.
Nice. I believe where you entered is where I was looking to go for a second entry short, but it just didn't form right on my chart. So I didn't end up taking it, but it would have played out as a really good trade.
Well, maybe if you had order flow, you would have seen it, because right here.
I'm getting there. I'm learning.
Because right here, when we bounced up into it from this here, I pull back up this footprint chart, you can see how on this rally, right at the 6885s, it rejected with very strong selling, negative 1,000.
Damn.
So that big red bubble. That piqued my interest. We dropped right from that with sellers getting more aggressive at this area of already aggressive selling.
Yeah.
And so we dropped from this here, and then we pop back up into it. I like to enter my trades on a delta footprint chart, which is the 20 range chart. It just shows all the delta at more of a zoomed in level than the delta profile. And when I saw that large delta, a negative seller at the 82s, we popped back up into that. And you can see how there's some buying here, right here.
Yeah.
And immediately we sold off from that. It popped up, it appeared, and we immediately rejected from it.
Are all those numbers just the orders that were?
It's a delta.
Delta.
Yep.
Right here.
And so when I saw that, we pop up into this pretty strong here. And then we immediately reject with those buyers trapped at that high.
Yeah.
With being absorbed by that seller. That was my confirmation to go short, targeting that gap fill down there.
Yeah, nice.
And trade worked pretty well. I mean, we dropped.
That is a really good trade. You read that really well.
We dropped, and as soon as we broke this low here, I took 4 contracts off.
So you traded 17
Instead-
contracts on this trade?
On the MES, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
And on the MES 17 because I was risking 3 points with my stop loss above the 82s there, above that large seller, targeting the gap fill. And this trade went sideways for a bit, but eventually dropped right down to that gap where I got out the rest of my position and we bounced from there.
Well, that's
It was
perfect.
a good entry, good exit. Do you have any questions about my trade?
Actually, yes, I do. Matter of fact, why is there a big wick going up like there? Why is there a big wick? Did you enter at the very top of that wick or did you wait for it to close before you entered?
No, we're here on this drop. This is where that large seller was factored in. If I can't bring back up my chart here. Right there, that big red bubble.
Yeah.
It says sell 1161 lots, 1,000 lots sell order. It's a very large sell order. And then in the moment, it's just dumped immediately.
Yeah. Yes, I remember watching that.
Yeah, and then as soon as we popped back up, buyers came in here. As you can see on the range chart, if I zoom in, you can see positive 155 delta. As soon as I saw that, and then we rejected from it, that's when I entered. I saw these buyers come in like immediately trying to push it above that seller, but immediately got absorbed and we pushed lower, rejecting it, and now is my entry confirmation. Because I already had the bias of short because we're rejecting this large seller from the 85s from earlier. And then again, we're rejecting that seller that just came in with the context of the gap below hasn't filled yet.
Yeah. The context of the day was very bearish as well.
After we rejected that supply zone at the top there it was, yeah.
Yeah. Do you, in your trade, do you move your stop loss? Like after you've taken your first target, do you move your stop loss down there?
No, the reason I have this D-risk here is so I don't move my stop loss. Because I used to move my stop loss a bit after seeing I was up 5 points, not wanting to give the profits back.
Yeah.
But sometimes it would take me out and then go to my target because moving my stop loss wouldn't make sense at that time. So instead I took a quarter off, which makes me more comfortable in the position, I guess. To leave my stop loss there to when it actually makes sense to take it, to like move it to break even.
That's smart.
And when it made sense to move it to break even was once we broke this lower candle closing below this low here. Because we had that initial drop that we consolidated. It could easily bounce here, pops like to fail, and then go take my stop loss if I moved it to break even to then go to my target. So I wait for that low to get broken, candle to close below it, move my stop to break even. I could even move it to above this high here.
Yeah.
But I move it to break even to be conservative and then just have my target down there. And yeah, it went down to my target. Okay, well, thanks for watching my trade recap. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and see you in the next one.
Yeah, if you have any questions, pop them down below. If you want to, if there's anything you want to certainly see or any questions that you have about the trade. Amen.